Hey, it's HYREN, and recently the channel has hit 3 billion subscribers, so in light of this, I want to celebrate, but honestly, I have no idea how. However, I was asked multiple times about doing a Q&A, both in comments and in Discord DMs, so I figured that might be something you folks actually enjoy and want. I don't know. So I asked you guys what you believed were your most burning questions about me, and answered nearly all of them, so here we go. Whoa, you thought I was going to just start the video after the intro? Yeah, you wish, man. I wanted to quickly thank my YouTube members who make literally everything here possible, in more ways than just one. So, thank you to Makeshift, Pixel, Fantolomew, Shade Morningstar, Arrow, Smile, Scrap, Zemby, Luigi the God, Fizz Gaming, Recafinato, DJ Thunder, Toonblom, Sunset, Pyrax, Zavton, Betaside, Ongs, Toothbrush, Voltage, Gladiator, Sorry, SW, Doge DFD, Rosier, Exactly Fake, Jose Aldemar, Watcherful, Plester, Philip, and Bandit. If you want to join this ever-growing list, consider joining the channel with the join button below. Of course, subscribing is completely free and is a massive help to us. I've got a Discord too if you're into that, so link in the description. Enough of that. Enjoy the show. So I have literally zero idea on how I'm going to do this and how to make it entertaining, so I suppose I could do this like those awful YouTube shorts and just put like the bad Dungeons gameplay at the bottom. I'm not sure many of you would actually pay attention to the questions though. Okay, new idea. Perfect. Good fit. I've compiled a good chunk of questions about the channel, VOXLBLADE, me, and together we'll read them off and I'll give my answers. A major question I get is about my font in-game. This one's a bit of a long process, but I can sum it up in a few easy steps. First, get Blockstrap. Second, configure the settings. Third, go to the mods section, and scroll down to the custom font category. I use the Andy Bold font, which many of you know as the Terraria font, and it's a lot easier on my eyes, but can cause some bugs in game that have like actually important fonts and sizes, so be warned it may screw some things up in other games. Second off, why do I do this to myself? I run challenge runs because I find the challenge part of it to be super entertaining. In most games, I usually want to play on higher difficulties just because the difficulty is what keeps me going. The idea of pushing myself to improve and pay attention and tech skill is super intriguing, but it has led to me dropping some games early because I pushed myself a little too hard, but that's a problem I've been aware of since the start. Now that I have a channel though, doing these challenge runs is a really fun way to connect with other people, whether that's just getting outside tips on the run or seeing other folks attempt the same challenge is very sweet, and it's definitely helped me push through things like Weaponless. Why did you start playing VOXLBLADE, or what got you into VOXLBLADE? I played VOXLBLADE Classic way back in like, oh my god, it's been 5 years? That's nuts. But once I saw Classic system for weapon and gear, I fell in love. I've always wanted an RPG game that was more than the current RPG games, which was just swing the sword, get level, go next area, blah blah blah. Boring, sucks, whatever. The customization, secrets, guilds, just all the options that you have for character customization was sick. I loved it. And from that point on, I was hooked. And now here we are. Next up, what is my gaming setup? Well, here you go. I'm sure this picture is enough to get me tracked down and murdered. Probably. What motivates you to play VOXLBLADE and keep bringing quality content? Oh man, you're gonna make me blush. Honestly, there's a few things that keep me going. First off, the community support has been absolutely just nuts. I've always been a fan of anything with a number going up, so seeing my own number go up has been a massive dopamine hit. Second, like stated earlier, this is just one of my favorite RPG games in general, so being able to make videos on it and honestly help it grow, even though, you know, I don't have that much impact. It's been great. I've been having a great time. Though I have been slowly getting burnt out for obvious reasons. Playing this game as often as I has kind of murdered my drive to keep up these videos, especially with the updates having such large gaps in between, and watching the VOXLBLADE player count drop slowly, which, believe it or not, also affects my viewership and, you know, how well I perform, but it's alright. However, this is a perfect segue into the next question. Do you have any plans on doing more challenges? I have a few ideas in mind. Hell, I have a whiteboard that I write my ideas down on, but most of them fall short because of two reasons. Bastion Guardian, and the final wave defense in Ice Caverns. It's why my summons only died as well. Bastion Guardian is literally impossible if you don't have a way of killing the statues quickly. I'm not kidding. Unless you one-shot the boss, you're likely going to be Sisyphus for the next hour until one mistake gets you killed. That was the thing I suffered through in Weaponless. If you watched Weaponless and you saw the end fight, you would know what I'm talking about here. The fight was cut down, and it was still way longer than it should have been. I was doing editing, all that to keep it entertaining. If I put the raw fight, it was 35 or so minutes or something. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but you get the point. It was really long fight. I've thought of challenges like literally no attacking or no armor, but they are all nearly impossible for just the Bastion Guardian. Now that Ice Caverns is out too, the challenge runs will take a lot longer, as power leveling from 40 to 50 is an absolutely insane grind, and doing it on stream is some of the most boring content. I did trick an entire stream to watch me do Summons Only Bumble's Hive twice, totaling over 3 hours of just Bumble's Hive, but that's besides the point. What is your favorite underrated build in game? It's my speed build, 100%. I love just talking in a VC while jumping around the map mindlessly. It's so mind-numbing, but it's also so enjoyable. It's basically useless in all other forms, but just being able to scale the map like it's literally not even there is so fun. I could never replace that slot with anything else, even though it's completely useless. Voxel, if you're hearing this, I'm still mad that you nerfed Floral Duelist. Why did you start making VOXLBLADE content? It's you guys. You're the reason I'm still doing what I do. I know, super cheesy and corporate, but I'm literally not kidding. This channel has been at less than 200 subs for like 3-4 years. And all I posted was obviously some nonsensical clips and whatnot, basically never really trying too much. Then I made my Balanced Craft Wars series a while back and got a massive spike of support. Like, insane amounts of support. Doubled my subscriber count. Then, after that series was over, I suddenly decided to say, screw it, and make episode 1 of VOXLBLADE Weaponless way back when. Probably a couple months ago by now. The insane amount of love that series got, and getting recognized in-game because of it, sparked something in my very soul. I knew I had to go all in on this. You know, full-on commit. And so I did. And the rest is history. What will you do when your superfan list becomes too long? Probably just put it more towards the back half instead of the front. That's basically it. Keep in mind, though, this channel will not get to a point where that list is too long for me to read. Let's be real with each other here for a second. I honestly have a blast reading the list out loud. It's a fun challenge for me to try and just read it all in one take, one breath, anything. Plus, reading out the list is a large factor in my mentality towards editing a video. It's hard to even get started, but once I read those names out loud, it's a good push and a reminder that, you know, there's a reason I'm doing this. There are people out there that want this to be done. It's not just for my own entertainment anymore. It's a great push towards finishing my editing process, for sure. And then you guys started talking about some potted plant. I don't know what potted plant you're talking about. I don't see a potted plant. And finally, does my family know I have a channel? Oh yeah, 100%. My father supports me majorly, and even though he doesn't understand the internet at all, he doesn't understand YouTube, it's really nice to see how proud he is of me. And my brother is a large part on why I keep doing this, because he's genuinely an inspiration to me, and I look up to him daily. Hell, this YouTube account you're looking at right now was more than likely made by him for me years and years ago. I wouldn't be here without my family. They are what built me up to this point and helped me flourish. If your question wasn't answered in this video, I'm sorry. Feel free to ask in the comments and I will gladly answer it. But for now, next time you see me, I'll probably be doing something stupid in game that'll get me like exploded or something. I don't know. But for now, that's about it. I love you all, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.